You're a busy professional. You don't have time for fluff. You need strategies that work, and you need them fast. Welcome to Busy Bro Fast Wellness with me, your host, Alan Welch. We're here to give you science-backed hacks and actionable tips to boost your focus, minimize friction, and maximize your results. Less time, more impact. It's time to get well, stay strong, and thrive. Let's get to it. Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well and you're feeling fit and strong. Today, I'm speaking to you from France because we made the long journey back from Spain and we've been in the thick of it of late with so many things to sort out before we finally left. And then on the way back, we got seriously caught up in the worst traffic jam I can remember. I employed a few of the techniques which I have passed on to you over many podcasts, but I have to say, when I did finally get back, I was feeling totally zapped, and we only arrived back here a couple of days ago, so I'm now completely back to normal, back with that total energized self again. But the journey and the upheaval just before we left has really got me thinking, and I'm sure that you probably know that feeling when that pressure's on and you're bouncing from one task to the next. You could be answering emails or making calls or sorting out, any unexpected issue. And it feels like you are at a perpetual sprint pace. It's a fast track to feeling drained, unfocused, and honestly, pretty burnt out. So I've got a question. What if the key to more energy and focus isn't in pushing harder, but in a simple strategic technique, which I have learnt from running, of all things? So as some of you may know, in my heyday, I was a serious competitive runner and even earned money and prizes from my endeavour. But one of the most effective training and indeed fun techniques that I employed was something called a Fartlek. Now, this is a Swedish term that translates to speed play. And instead of running a set distance at a constant speed, a Fartlek is totally unstructured. You'd run hard, like a fast sprint from, say, one tree to the next. Then you'd ease off and do a slow jog for recovery until you reached a lamppost. It doesn't really matter what it is, it's just any random object that you would choose to start and finish at. Of course, you'd sprint again. And this was a simple way to build endurance and speed. No fancy equipment, no tracking software, just you, the road, and your own physical effort. Now, I still use this technique when I'm out on my road bike these days. And I'll pick a distant signpost or a hill and I'll sprint to it. Then I'll coast along, taking it easy, and then I'll recover before I find the next point to sprint towards. Depends on the day. Some day I might feel, I'll just do a small sprint. And other days, if I'm feeling particularly strong, I'll extend it. So it's totally random. But it got me thinking, why don't we apply the same idea to our work? Why don't we introduce fartleks for busy professionals? Now, this isn't just some random quirky idea I just thought up now. It's actually backed up by science, and it aligns perfectly with a concept called Ultradian Rhythms. Now, I know that sounds like a fancy scientific word, but all it means is that our brains naturally operate in cycles of high focus work and then periods of recovery. Now, these cycles typically last between 90 and 120 minutes. So when we try to push through that natural low frequency period, our focus suffers. And our mistakes begin to creep in, and we end up feeling drained, not productive. Think about an athlete. They don't sprint all the time. They train intensively, and then they rest to allow their muscles to repair and to grow stronger. This deliberate rest is what makes them faster in the long run. Your mind is no different. Trying to maintain a sprint all day is the fastest way to get injured, and in this case, the injury is burnout and a lack of productivity. And here's how to apply this to our own working days. And no running shoes are required. So the first idea is the email sprint. And instead of answering emails as they trickle in, batch your responses. Give yourself a 15-minute high-intensity sprint where you answer as many emails as you can. Then, for the next 5 to 10 minutes, disengage. Stand up, stretch, look out of the window, anything that's not email. And the second idea, this is called the creative sprint. If you have a difficult problem to solve or a report to write, set yourself a timer for 30 minutes. Sprint hard on that one task with no distractions. When the timer goes off, consciously stop and take a brief recovery before you return to the task. And the third idea, the last idea of this section, is the admin sprint. That long list of annoying admin tasks. Treat them like a fartlek. Attack the tasks for a focused 20-minute burst and then step away. Come back later for another burst, and you'll be surprised how much you can get done in this short period of time. So the key to all of this is in the recovery. The rest isn't a luxury, it's the most productive part of the process. And it's something that I need to remind myself of doing as well. So it's really when our minds consolidate the information, our focus recharges, and we avoid the mental fatigue that leads to mistakes and, of course, burnout. And because this is Busy Pro Fast Wellness, let's do a physical fartlek for you right now. It's an active recovery that you can do in under a minute. Right now, wherever you are, I want you to find a little space. And for the next 30 seconds, I want you to sprint on the spot. Just fast jog or high knee pumps for 30 seconds. Fast, fast, fast. Go for it. Yes. That's it. Keep it up. That's it. Keep that intensity going. Fantastic. Excellent. That's wonderful. And stop. Now for your recovery. For the next 30 seconds, I want you to walk slowly on the spot, or just stretch a bit, or shake out your arms. Breathe slowly and deeply. Let your heart rate come back down. Okay, that will be 30 seconds. And you'll see that with these quick bursts of intense work, followed by a period of intentional recovery, your body and your mind will thank you for it. This is all about sustainable performance. Stop trying to run a marathon at a sprint pace. Instead, listen to your body's natural rhythms. Embrace the fartlek. Choose to go hard for a moment and then give yourself the time to recover so you can do it all again, stronger and more focused than before. Try one professional fartlek this week and let me know what you discover in the process. Thank you for listening to this episode and getting this far, and please share the link to anybody you feel might benefit from it. Also, if you have a few spare minutes, please leave a review on Apple or Spotify, or with just one click, just like the podcast on YouTube, and with another, subscribe to any of the platforms. It really helps get the pod out to more people. Until next time, stay strong, stay focused, and keep thriving. Goodbye for now.